Corey G here. No mask today. I guess I could throw one on, but this might be a little longer because it's a discussion that I was having with my buddy Paul and a couple other guys. Sorry if I forgot your name on Facebook page. Remember, the website is www.mvegraveyard.com. We have a Facebook page. It's the Movie Graveyard on Facebook. We're on Twitter at 80s Movie Graveyard as well. Like, support. You're going to like this video so much, just click the like button now. I want you to tell your friends about this channel. I want you to share these videos with people and subscribe. I'm sorry, I've got a rotten cold, so I'm also drinking out of my Zach's Punisher mug. That is really not a plug. I just really like this thing. Zach's, if you're watching, I will plug you. Just send me mugs. Anywho, yesterday we covered Deep Cover. And in doing so, we had a good, rousing discussion. Stupid pop-up ads are killing me. I need to really work on this computer because it's a big pile of crap. Anywho, we got a discussion going about Undercover Cops. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about Undercover. I don't know if I got any props today, though, fans. No props. Sorry. Well, I got prop. Deep Cover. Anyway. About the greatest undercover people in movies. Now, this is my opinion. Now, I'm going to give you some honorable mentions first. I'm going to give Lawrence Fishburne. These are all movies you need to watch. I give you a real short synopsis. Deep Cover, which you would have watched yesterday. Lawrence Fishburne is a cop undercover trying to bring down a drug cartel. Co-starring Jeff Goldblum. Great, great movie. That's an honorable mention. I got to give this one almost made the list, and it's my buddy Paul and a lot of people. Mahoney. That's Steve Guttenberg's portrayal of undercover is in Police Academy 2 when he went undercover to get into Zed's gang as Jughead, a member of the Archies. They even say, "What's your name, man?" He said, "Jughead, Jughead." Man, I'm Mojo, and this is whoever. We're with the Scallions. What gang you with? The Archies, the Archies. So, Steve Guttenberg, I mean, he's wired with a Mr. Microphone. I mean, even Howard Hessman, you know, the cop, they're all fucking cops. Sorry, folks, I'm beaten, I'm sick. They even tell him, you know, you should go undercover. You even look like one of these punks and all that. So, Steve Guttenberg goes undercover. It's a great portrayal. That's Police Academy 2, the first assignment. I knew I'd remember it. There is a Region 2 Blu-ray set that has all the Police Academy movies on it. You can get it on Amazon UK. I think it's like $35 or something like that. I might have to do an edit here because my dog's barking again. Okay, hopefully now he'll be quiet, but we know it's starting it. Now we're getting to the list. This is my opinion. These are all movies you should see. These are some of the best undercover portrayals. And I'm sorry, Paul. I know you was rooting for Mahoney, but I got something better. Coming in at number 3 for best undercover portrayal of cop, I got my man Lorenzo Lamas. He's in the movie Bounty Tracker, where he plays a bounty tracker. He's after Mateus Hughes, star of I Come in Peace and the bad guy of every straight-to-video action movie in the 90s. The opening scene alone, because it's the only time he's really undercover. Is the only scene. Well, he's a bounty tracker. He's not like going around telling you who he is, but in the beginning, picture this, fans. This movie might even be on YouTube, to be honest with you. It's on DVD, too. There's a bar, like an urban setting bar. And here saunters in the great Lorenzo Lamas. And he's got like a tweed blazer on. He's got on some spectacles, hair slicked back in a ponytail. I'm talking with a British accent, mate. You know, he's like kind of a nerd. He's undercover. He goes into this bar. He's James Bond and shit. He's got a flask. Okay, so he takes his flask, and what it really is when he opens it, it makes smoke. So this is like James Bond smoke screen flask gimmick. And he puts it in the bathroom trash can, and it sets fire alarm off, and Everybody clears out of the club except the guy he's looking for. Now, how he knew everyone was going to leave, but that dude, that shows you right there that you're dealing with the mind, genius, top bounty tracker in the world, baby. He beats the guy up, and at the very end, the guy's like, who the fuck are you? And all that, and he pulls out the wanted poster and like, that's Damone, the world's best bounty tracker. That's why he's coming in at number 3 on my top undercover people. No one knew who he was, yet he still went undercover. He didn't have to even wear a disguise or do a phony voice. He just did because that's dedication. That's what the true meaning of undercover is to Corey G. Coming in at number 2. One of the most underrated martial arts action stars out there, Terry Griffin. I'm sorry, that was the name in the movie. Thomas Ian Griffin. You're thinking, I know, people, you know your movies. So you're thinking, he's going to talk about that underrated action police drama classic, Excessive Force, which is a great movie. I'm not talking about Excessive Force. I'm talking about Karate Kid Part 3. That's where Daniel, now if you remember, let's take a look real back here. I'm going to give you a flashback. Daniel's son is a pain-in-the-ass nerd. He gets beat down like he deserves in Part 1 because he's an annoying shit. But he trains in martial arts. He painting them fences and all that. And he wins a tournament, gets the fat cheerleader. Everything's going his way. Part 2, it turns out the fat cheerleader done dumped him for a football player. So he goes with Mr. Miyagi to Okinawa, where he's got to fight in a death match against Miyagi's arch enemy's nephew. He beats him. He goes, beats him clean. So right now he's won a tournament. Part 2, he's won a death match. Part 3, we got to up the ante. Well, the reason Part 3 didn't make 50 cents is he's back in a tournament. Didn't make no sense. But anyway, it kind of takes us back to, it has little promises. Martin Cove, Kreese, the real star of these movies. Excuse me, fans. Excuse me. He's out for revenge still, because apparently by him losing that tournament, man, he lost all his students. And I don't know. Maybe he was choking out a kid in front of parents. But anywho, he goes to his old buddy who's like a toxic waste dumper, tycoon, arms millionaire. They never say. His name's Terry Silver, played by Thomas Ian Griffin. And he says, you know what? I got you. Saved my life, and we're going to get this guy. So now he comes up with a plan where he's going to hire this. He sees an ad in like Black Belt Magazine, the bad boy of martial arts. Okay, not Tito Ortiz, unfortunately. Just some punk-ass kid. And he's like, I'm going to pay you. You're going to pick a fight with this guy. And in the tournament, you're going to get a point. Then you're going to do an illegal move, lose a point. I've been in tournaments. The shit works like maybe once. You do like 80 legal moves, you're not going to keep losing points. You're going to get DQ. Anyway. So Daniel's afraid of this kid the whole time. So he also has this plan because Miyagi doesn't want to train for a tournament. So he's like, I'm going to train this kid, but I'm going to put him through a lot of abuse, really mess him up mentally and physically. So this man, no one knows who Terry Silver is. He flat out introduces himself as Terry Silver. But here's where that dedication comes in, baby. He says, I got to blend in. Get me some clothes? And he's telling his underlings this, like his butler's nice. He says, give me a car. And they bring him one car. He's like, no. They're not good enough. I need something more poor. It's got to be more poor. So they give him some pickup truck and some jeans and I think like a gray shirt like what I'm wearing. He goes. He says, that Kreese is dead. He's going to try to reopen the schools in his honor. He'll help train Daniel. Look at that. This man, even though he didn't make up a fake alias, he abandoned his millionaire life to dress poor and drive a poor car and make up a dumb backstory, even though no one knew who he was, to get revenge on a kid for beating somebody in a 3-point full contact tournament match. That's why at number 2, Thomas Ian Griffin is Terry Silver. And now, the greatest undercover man in movies. If you've never seen this movie, fans, it's on Region 2. Get a Region 2 player. It might even be on YouTube. I'm talking about Back in Action, starring Hot Rod Roddy Piper and Mr. Tybo himself, Billy Blanks. Billy Blanks is the greatest undercover man that ever lived. Piss on all these other guys. I'm even going to piss on more people, like, in The Departed. I forgot it was undercover. I think it was DiCaprio. I liked Infernal Affairs better. No offense, Leo. That's nothing. The 21 Jump Street, nothing. Anything, nothing. I can't think anything off the bat now, but they all stink compared to Billy Blanks' portrayal. Back in Action is the story of hot maverick cop Roddy Piper, who is in the middle of he's actually undercover in the beginning too. He just wasn't very good in it. And he's a drug deal, like all drug. If the drug deal starts in the beginning of the movie, it's going to go bad, because that's the catalyst for everything. So it goes bad. The reason it goes bad is one of the bad guys is making out with this girl. It's his girlfriend. So it's cool. Who is Billy Blanks' sister? Billy Blanks comes in. He says, "What?" Snapping necks, cashing checks, kills the guy. Hit the like button now, fans, because it's Billy Blanks. He kills this guy. Everything goes crazy. Piper's partner gets killed. Now he grabs his sister and he's like, "You got to stay away from these dudes," because Billy Blanks' acting was really bad back then. The movies were awesome. His acting was bad. So Billy is now, Piper kind of wants to find Billy because he wants to know who's fucked up his investigation. And Billy, in the same sense, has got to run now because the drug gang mob is coming after him. Well, at one point, Billy's like, he's going to get answers. So there's under the bridge where like the transients and the vagrants are, they've all got trash cans that are lit on fire, the barrels, which also usually in movie realm, that's not camping. It's a sign of chicanery, much like abandoned buildings. Well, there's like some underground fighting and stuff going on. So Billy, now let's keep in mind, nobody knows who Billy is yet. I mean, they got a description, but, it could fit anybody. So Billy goes in, and Billy's wearing his street clothes, and he goes in, hops the fence, kills a dude, knocks another dude out, steals this dude's clothes and puts them on. He kills a man and beats another man for clothing because he's undercover. He's afraid somebody might say, "I saw that guy buying that shirt. I think that's our guy. It's been messing things up." He don't want to take none for granted. This man is doing violence just to get some clothes, to go undercover. No one, God, I don't even remember his name in the movie. All I know is Billy and Piper become friends. It's nonstop action. It's one of the best action movies you'll ever see in the straight-to-video market or any market. But Billy Blanks, violence, to steal a man's clothes, to go undercover. That's, even Butters, that's my dog's name, even he's getting excited, because I'm getting excited, because it's Back in Action. Billy Blanks, taking out people to steal their clothes to go undercover, the greatest undercover performance of all time. There you have it. Do you agree with this list? Maybe. I mean, it's too late for me to change it unless I did part 2, but there you have it. Top 3, baby. We've got, coming in at number 3. Who was number 3? See, fans, this cold medicine is really, really bad. Anyway, Thomas Ian Griffin, Billy Blanks. There's so many good ones out there. Lorenzo Lamas, he was number 3. You got to check these out. There's lots of good movies. I'm going to be covering a ton of straight-to-video action movies that you need to see. For now, these are your 3 best undercover guys. Paul, I hope you agree with this list. I hope when you hear the dramatics in my voice that you'll agree that Billy Blanks is the man. I got more Billy Blanks coming. I got a lot more coming. I got stuff coming every day. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. I got, as of this video, the last time I looked, as I'm recording this, I have 500 subscribers. Let's get up to 1,000. Let's get up to 1,000,000. Just think, if I could start making some change off of this, I could make like 10 of these a day because I wouldn't need a normal job. Let's help that dream become a reality. I gotta go take cold medicine. Best undercover people in movies. I hope you liked it.